Hi there. So today I am going to open a uh, set of cards that was given to me by a local artist, and I think there are some instructions for creating your own cards to use in the deck. It's a set of cards to help manifest your infinite potential. It's called the Radical Abundance deck, and it's by Henry. So I'm going to open the deck. I waited a few days to open it. I was sort of thinking, oh, maybe it's a collectible. I don't want to open the box, but then I saw these instructions. It said how to use the manifesting deck. It says draw one card. Feel yourself having this in abundance through your day. And step 2, give and receive. Draw 2 cards. Focus on putting out the energy from the first card and accepting energy from the second. And triangulate. Draw 3 cards. Imagine the energy of the 3 words coming together in your heart. So once I saw that there was sort of an activity and a creative element, I did decide to crack the pack. Let's see. Are these cards? Oh, so draw. Draw. I thought it meant draw on the card. It looks like what that means is draw 1 card. So I'm going to shuffle this as I do with like magic cards, and they get sort of used to being shuffled after a while. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be drawing with a pencil. It looks like I'm going to draw from the top of the deck, which looks like that. And I'm glad I opened this before I sent a thank you message to the artist, because I would have been talking nonsense. Oh, I'm going to draw this on the cards. Like, anyway, you're going to do what? You're going to draw on the cards? So this is very nice. It's like a thick stock. It's thicker than a baseball card. It's sort of flexible, but a little more like of a plastic than a papery feel. So rather than like a card stock, I would maybe describe it as like, I don't know, it's a good feeling. It's similar to like that packaging that sometimes I'm struggling to describe it, but it's sort of a plastic-ish feel, but they're nice and like thin at the same time. Like it doesn't feel like each card is terribly clunky. So here we go. I have the deck here resting on my laptop, and I'll follow the instructions. Okay, first card. Wealth. So having wealth throughout my day. I've been sort of working through appreciating what I have, getting more organized with my finances, looking at that as a sort of a skill rather than basically continuing to have like the same money habits and sort of just going into autopilot, because I know that's somewhat easy to do. I've been making an effort to think about this topic. So, what is wealth and how much of it I already am experiencing, versus sort of like looking at a number and saying, oh, well, that number isn't what it used to be, or that it, you know how it goes. So, wealth, I think, is a good one. I've got two cards next, so I'm going to draw two cards, and those are access and gifts. So, putting out the energy from the first card, access, and accepting energy from the second. Well, that's great because, oh wait, am I doing this right? Yeah. So this is a give and receive. So access, I've been putting out a resume to various places, and I've sort of been waffling between like, oh, should I even bother applying to this job, or should I make first contact with a job before I hear back from a second opportunity, or are they offering something that seems reasonable? Are we staying true to our commitments to each other? So this access for me has maybe been about putting myself out there and giving, focusing on giving for this card. So giving other people access to my history, my skill set, and my career goals, career aspirations, and then receiving gifts from that. So, a good example of this I see as holding true to my current state of affairs is I got wind of a job opportunity from contacting an old client to let them know that I used them as a reference, and they should potentially be expecting a call. And they said, oh, it's great, happy to help, and which I was nervous about because well, you need their help, and that's sort of intimidating to deal with a relationship that isn't what it used to be, and saying, hey, I need your help, you know, um, so whether it ended on like my terms or their terms, or whatever, it's kind of hard to be like, hey, I'd really appreciate this. Remember me? And like I said, I got wind of another opportunity from saying that I was, putting myself out there um, to get a new job, and so I was sending out my resume, and then people were like, "Hey, it's great to hear from you. I hope you're doing well." Or another person said, "I'm happy to help, and I will let you know about this other opportunity if you're interested." And so it ties back into wealth, and seems good so far in terms of what I'm getting. And these cards really are, they feel like they'll hold up to something without sleeves. Okay, now we have a 3-card set from here. Imagine the energy of the 3 cards coming together in your heart. Honor, acceptance, and fluidity. Okay, so that's very cool. We have the idea of honor going into my heart space without too much explanation, because this is supposed to be a heart-based draw. I think that's a really good concept, and it ties into the other two. Acceptance in terms of what we were talking about earlier. I think with whether it's a checking account balance or a accepting that you need someone's help, and they remember you, and sometimes you play these storylines out, but to feel that you're being accepted for where you're at now, and to be accepting of what comes your way, is definitely a heart-based practice. I like that. And fluidity, lest we forget that our heart is pumping blood throughout the rest of our body on an ongoing basis. We can slow it down, but don't let that thing stop. Right? It's amazing. I got gifts for the receiving part of the giving and receiving 2-card draw. So that's pretty neato. Have honor here. This may be mirrored. I'm not sure which is gonna, it is what it is. And then we have acceptance, and finally fluidity, a lovely set of art cards from my first series of drawings from this card set. I'm going to take a moment as I shuffle back, and then I'm going to sign off. But so far, pretty well constructed from a local artist. He's got a bunch of stuff in Seattle. I think the first card I drew was a Sasquatch, which is kind of what he's known for. This art, and it's all over Seattle, and that's my hometown. And so let's see, I'm gonna just find one more that I really like the style of, and oh, well, I'll do two, um, because they were back to back and they seem. This is a cool one in my opinion, just as on a personal level. That's cool. Juggling rabbits, and it's a turtle, and then this one is something that's really at home with his style. It says connectedness. And so if this were a 2-card draw, give my own charisma, right? Receive connectedness, connection. It's amazing that uh, the art of it and the simplicity of the words really do allow me to connect with something larger. And so I really thank you guys if you've stuck around for this long to be a part of this card set opening with me. And thanks to Henry for the gift. It's been a treat. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.